Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You are watching part 2 of Nathan and Olive Boone's homestead. It is gorgeous out here. There's lots of little trails to hike. Chris is right now fishing at this pond. Gorgeous. He's already caught 2 fish. There's a little spring. Beautiful homestead over there. I'm gonna walk around and see what else there is while he's fishing. We should have brought a picnic lunch and we did not know. We didn't even know we were coming here. We were going to the Frisco Trail and we saw this on the side of the road and I was like, hey, let's go here first. And I'm so glad we did because it's super cool. You never know driving around the Ozarks what you're gonna find. Currently, the homestead sits on 370 acres as a Missouri State Park, but at one time it grew to up to 1,200 acres.
This is the spring.
Hold on, where?
This is the spring.
Right here?
Right here.
Which I guess back in the day, all people tried to build their homestead by a spring because you had to have water. Is it?
Spring's up there and it comes down here is another spring.
Okay, I'm gonna go up there.
And it feeds into the pond, but it's clear.
It's pretty.
It says it's gotten overfished.
We really lucked out finding this place today. You can see like an old wooden box in the spring. Metal on it. Spring boxes were used to protect spring water from contamination, and if they were using this to get their fresh water, which they obviously were, that was quite the hike to the homestead and back every day to get water. Over to the cemetery, it had a nice little kiosk that gave you some information. There was 15 marked burials and 5 unmarked. In 2022, they did a ground penetrating radar that indicated 5 unmarked burials. Nathan Boone died in 1856 and Olive Boone died in 1858. They were married for 57 years. People really got married young back then. So these big slabs coming up in the back, I read online, were actually some of their grandchildren of Nathan and Olive Boone who died after falling into an icy water in February of 1848. That slab and the other one. Kids did not live near as long back then, and there were several children buried in the cemetery that were, under 5. Heading over to the other homestead past the cemetery, there was a kiosk with some information. Olive managed the farm with the help of enslaved individuals. They were essential to the operations of the homestead, with 200 lands in cultivation, 24 horses for breeding and selling, and oxen to plow fields, they would have had enslaved individuals skilled in those farming methods, as Nathan Boone was gone most of the time, leaving Olive to manage the homestead. It's reported that the Boones owned up to 15 enslaved people. In 1857, it's reported that the remaining slaves were sold on the front porch of the house. Thanks for watching our two-part series on Nathan and Olive Boone's homestead. Don't forget to subscribe.